An evil failed scientist infects and brings all the sushi to life that attacks the locals in a restaurant and infects them to become zombies. You'll have to stick around to the end to see how the whole story unfolds. Hello and welcome to Comedy Recap. Today we will give you a recap of the film Dead Sushi. Spoilers ahead, obviously. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. The movie starts with Kiko explaining to us how sushi is made. Kiko's father told her that sushi was like martial arts, and then made her practice martial arts along with learning how to make sushi. They trained harder each time until her father told her that she wasn't good enough to make sushi since she was a female. Kiko ran away and got approached by a resort that hired her as a food server. Kiko on her first day got bullied by other servers who handed her their trays, which made her lose her balance and fall. Customers arrived to eat at the restaurant. All the servants, including the owners, greeted the customers. Kiko arrived rushingly and greeted the customers while still covered in food, which enraged the owner and confused the customers.
Please accept our deepest apologies.
We apologize.
Most sincerely.
The owner then scolded her later, and she tried apologizing. Mr. Sawada, who was a sweeper at the restaurant, approached her and told her to find the job she was best at. He then held her hand up and then told her that she had the hands of a person who could handle fish. Now we see a couple arriving who were looking for a place to eat. They started to argue when at the same time a homeless person sitting nearby starts to watch them while eating his sushi. The guy starts to hit the homeless guy for watching them and made him drop his sushi. The homeless guy got angered and released a zombie squid onto them. The couple tried to flee as the monster was chasing them. The monster finally caught the girl and then killed the guy. Later, we see customers sitting at the restaurant and getting served by the waitress. The head chef got informed by a female worker of the customers' demand for sushi, to which he agreed and started to make out with her while brewing a plan in his head. The boss from the customers grabbed Kiko's butt and then tells her that she is inexperienced after she had screamed. The restaurant's head chef came onto the stage and then started to make sushi for them. Kiko saw his meat cuts and thought to herself that something wasn't right. Later, as the customers were getting served, Kiko saw them pretending to be experts. She then whispered to herself about their acts. The customers overheard her and then called her out. They then demanded she explains what she just said. Kiko got afraid and then cried. Mr. Sawada overheard her screams and tried to reach the room but got attacked by the homeless person with the zombie squid. Kiko later agreed to explain and told them that they had no expertise in eating sushi. She then revealed the truth about the master chef's skills and told everyone that his methods were not professional. The head chef got embarrassed and tried to attack her with a knife, but got knocked down when she released her martial arts skills. All the customers got afraid of her and then prepared to fight her down. They started their attacks on her and she started to take them down one by one. The homeless guy then got his hands on the boss and then told everyone that he was Yamada. He then told them that he worked as a scientist for the restaurant and got kicked out by his boss. The restaurant's owner arrived from the back and shot at Yamada. They all walked safely away when later Yamada released his zombie squid onto all of them. Later, we see Kiko fighting with the lady. The zombie squid flew in and then killed the lady. Later, it killed one of the two guys by infecting the sushi he was eating and then chased the second one. Kiko got locked into a room by one of the female customers, who later got attacked by infected sushi. Kiko then met Mr. Sawada, who was in the same room tied up. She freed him and explained to him about the flying sushi. He didn't believe her, and later told her about how he had his restaurant, and a wife who he accidentally stabbed after having a feud with a customer. They then proceeded to escape. The restaurant's owner, who just had seen the situation at his restaurant, met with the zombie who was walking toward him. He then ran away from it and collided with a guy who seconds later got attacked by the infected squid, while the owner's wife and the head chef were weirdly making out in the kitchen and unaware of the situation that was taking place outside. Kiko and Sawada tried everything but failed to escape the room until the egg sushi landed on Kiko's shoulder and tried to attack them, but started to cough after inhaling Sawada's expelled gas. It then spat out acid as its vomit. Kiko tried to kill it but felt sad for the sushi, and later the sushi started to seek for them for not killing it. She then had an idea and used the sushi to melt the lock and escape. We then see the rest of the customers sitting in a small room. The head chef apologizes to them when later the customers demand the waitress to strip and serve sushi on top of their bodies. The girls hesitated at first, but later stripped and then lay on the tables. The head chef then came and served the sushi on top of them. The customers started to eat except for Nosaka. One of the waitresses on the table felt sushi biting on her chest. Kiko managed to make it down and met a guy whose face was brutally chewed by the squid and sushi. He asked her to kiss him before he dies and runs at her for it. Kiko ducked and escaped while the guy ran off to the room where all the customers were. Nosaka saw the man coming and tackled him down. The sushi on the girls' bodies started to bite and eat them. A bunch of sushi was then flying around at Kiko, where the egg sushi in her pocket made her duck and miss getting hurt. The sushi then entered the room where the customers were, and Kiko came with a sweeper and knocked the sushi away. Nosaka helped her by shooting at them. The rest also tried to defend themselves, but mostly got killed. The restaurant's owners found out about his wife's affair and tried to kill her, but Mr. Sawada came and calmed him down by explaining that they were both bound to live all of their life together and killing her wouldn't solve the problem. Now we see Yamada finally eating up powerful sushi from his pocket and turning into a shrimp-looking monster. We then see Kiko with the rest peeking from the window and realizing that the infected sushi was now starting to mate and reproduce. Infected people came from the other side and they got forced to escape the room and run out into the open. They ran and the sushi chased them. The sushi got a few of them while the rest escaped into a room and defended it. The restaurant's owner got emotional after he found out that his wife was infected and decided to get bit by her and die with her. Kiko stood alongside Mr. Sawada as he was about to be attacked by the sushi, which stopped and dropped as Sawada screamed at them. Kiko realized his power of stopping the sushi. Yawada then came in with his infected zombies. Kiko and Sawada then started to prepare for the attack, where she made herself nunchucks made from sushi and fought off all the zombies. Finally, Yamada came and attacked her by spitting out sushi from his mouth and making a ship out of it that started to shoot at her. Nosaka came to rescue her and shot at Yamada, but later his face swelled up as he had eaten food with the infected sushi in it. Yamada then went to Kiko and tried to eat her, but Kiko defended herself. The egg sushi from her pocket escaped and attacked the sushi ship to make it shoot at Yamada and hook him to it. Kiko approached him and kicked him away through the roof into the sky. Later, Mr. Sawada took over the restaurant and made Kiko taste his sushi. Kiko then went back to her father and apologized for running away from him. She then saved him from the attacking sushi and stripped the bone from it so efficiently that it finally made her earn respect from her father. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.